forma que te vas a meter muy importante. Siempre te vas a meter tú mirando hacia adentro. Vas a abrir la puerta, vas a agarrarte aquí y vas a agarrarte de aquí.
Okay.
Siempre vas a meterte agarrándote de una parte.
Okay.
Te vas a meter así. También la forma que te salgas, no te puedes salir así.
Okay.
No te salgas así, ¿verdad? Tienes que siempre salirte
Y agarrarte
de algo. Siempre agarrarte de algo. Te van a quitar puntos si te ven saliendo mal.
Okay.
Lo primero que vas a hacer, te vas a meter, te vas a poner tu cinturón, antes de nada, tu cinturón, y le vas a decir a la instructora que se ponga su cinturón también.
Okay.
Please put your seatbelt on. Una de dos, o se lo pone ahorita mismo, o te va a decir, no, it's okay, I'll put it on later on. Si te dice que se put it on later on, está bien, está bien,
Okay.
no hay problema. Al rato se lo pone. Bueno, te lo pones y lo vas a decir, okay, now I will do a safe start. Okay, make sure it's on neutral, clutch, and turn on engine. Muy importante que digas esa palabra, safe start.
Okay.
Y tienes que decir la descripción de qué es un safe start. No nomás puedes decir, now I'm going to do a safe start. Y prenderlo. Tienes que decir los pasos.
Okay.
Neutral, clutch,
Open
turn
switch.
on engine. Release clutch slowly.
Okay.
Ese es el paso, safe start.
Okay.
Okay. Ya cuando lo prendas, ahora sí vas a decir ya el in-cab inspection.
Okay.
Okay, I got my mirrors. My mirrors are clean, clear, not broken, not cracked. They're adjusted to my line of sight. My windows are clean, clear, not broken, not cracked, and they can easily be opened from the inside. My door can easily be opened from the inside. My gauges. I have my transmission temperature gauge. I have my transmission temperature gauge, my engine oil temperature gauge, and my water temperature gauge. They're all three at safe operating levels and working properly. My oil pressure gauge, it's working properly and the safe operating levels. This is my tachometer. My tachometer is working properly. You have to rev it up a little bit. This is my speedometer. My speedometer is working properly. It shows at 0 because we're not moving. My voltmeter. My voltmeter is working properly in the safe operating levels. My fuel gauge is working properly in safe operating levels. This is my primary and that's my secondary air tanks. They're working properly in safe operating levels 100 and 125 psi. Right here, this is my hazard lights. This is my left signal light. My right signal light. This right here, these are my headlights. That's my low beam. That's my high beam. Okay. This right here, that's my windshield wiper and my windshield washer. As you can see, they are working properly. This is my city horn. This is my air horn. Okay. This right here, this is my defrost. My defrost is working properly. Put your hand in here until air comes out. Defrost is working properly. Okay. This right here, that's my spare electrical fuses. Okay. Right here, I have my windshield is clean, clear, not broken, not cracked, free from any illegal stickers. Over there, I have my windows that are clean, clear, not broken, not cracked. They can easily come down from the inside. My windows are clean, clear, not broken, not cracked. Adjusted properly to my line of sight. Your seatbelt and my seatbelts are mounted properly, not broken, cracked, or they're not torn, and they latch properly to the clickers. Right here in the back, I have my 3 reflective triangles right there in the red box. And here I have my fire extinguisher. It's mounted properly, not broken, cracked, or loose, not leaking, and it's in safe operating levels in the green. Okay, so now they're gonna ask you, are you done with the pre-trip? You're gonna say no. Now I have to do my air brake test. Okay, so again, put your seatbelt on. Now I have to do my air brake test. Okay. Turn off my engine. Turn on electrical only. I'm gonna push my parking brakes and my trailer brake valve. You're gonna say, when air stabilizes, I'm gonna count for 1 minute with my brakes off, and I should not lose more than 3 psi in 1 minute.
Okay.
When air stabilizes, meaning when you no longer hear this sound. Okay, sound is over. Count for 1 minute.
Okay.
Okay. Let's just pretend the minute went by.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you're gonna put pause, reset. You're gonna say, I did not lose more than 3 psi in 1 minute.
Okay.
Now I'm gonna hold my brakes for 1 minute, and I should not lose more than 4 psi in 1 minute. So hold them, press start. Okay, when a minute went by, I did not lose more than 4 psi in 1 minute.
Okay.
Now I'm gonna pump my brakes to 60 psi. Once I get to 60 psi, my low air pressure alarm will turn on. Okay, my low air pressure alarm is working properly. I'm going to continue to pump my brakes to 20. I'm going to continue to pump my brakes to 40 to 20 psi, and my my parking brakes and my trailer brake valve will pop out. Sometimes this one pops out first. Sometimes this one. Sometimes they both pop out. But keep pumping until they both pop out. So my trailer brake valves are working properly. Now I'm going to do a safe start. Make sure it's on neutral. Press clutch. Turn on my engine. Release the clutch slowly. I'm going to rev my engine to 1500 RPMs until my primary and secondary air tanks will come at safe operating levels between 100 and 125 psi in less than 3 minutes. So you're going to continue doing that until you see that the air levels are right here at this little line between 90 and 120. That little line, until both of those these gauges are right there at that line. My primary and secondary air tank are in safe operating levels in 1 minute and 32 seconds. Okay, they're going to ask you again, does this conclude your pre-trip? You're going to say no. Now I have to do my air brake test or my tug test. Now I have to do my tug test. At this point, you have to take off your seatbelt. You have to get down to take off the wheel chocks. Okay, you get down. Remember, you get down like this. That, always hang on to something, take off the wheel chocks, throw them to the side, get back in, come back inside, put your seatbelt on, and now you're going to remind your examiner to put on their seatbelt at this time. Okay, once they put on their seatbelt, you're going to say this: I'm going to test out my parking brakes. So all you have to say is, I will test out my parking brakes. So you will push the red knob. I will test out my parking brakes. These are the ones you're going to be testing out, so you have to release your trailer. Press the clutch, low gear, and you're going to release the clutch slowly, no gas. You're just going to release the clutch slowly until you feel a slight tug. Okay? My parking brakes are working properly. Now I will test out my trailer brakes. Clutch, low gear, release the clutch slowly until you feel a slight tug. Okay? My trailer brakes are working properly. Now I will test out my service brakes. Okay? Clutch, low gear. You're gonna pick it up to 5 miles an hour. Pick it up to 5 miles an hour. Clutch and brake. My service brakes are working properly. Now I will test out my trailer brake valve. Okay, clutch, low gear. You're just gonna pick it up to very simple, like less than 1 mile an hour. Clutch, brake, right like this. You will not press your brakes. You will press this down instead.
Okay.
So that's how you do it. So you just pick it up like this. Clutch, stop, like this. Put it on neutral. Release the clutch. Put the brakes, and you're gonna say, "Now I'm done with my pre-trip."
Okay.
There you go. That's it. That's the whole pre-trip.